All systems go. Clear for liftoff. What is going on, Ship It Nation YouTube station? We are back with another edition of the MLB show. It's your boy Ham filling in for Nades. I got my guy Matt here with me, who I'm normally with on Friday, but picking up on a Monday as well. We got a 7-game slate over on DraftKings to break down. We know we got the Dodgers in Coors Field. Can't wait to talk about that one. And if you play over on FanDuel, they've got the 640 game over there as well. But we're just going to cover the 7 games. Well, Matt, the hot topic of today, I got to get your take on it. Would you eat beaver?
Wait, what?
You must not have been on Twitter.
What did I miss? What did I miss? Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody in the chat probably knows. There's a funny thing going around on Twitter. Just Google. It's for people from Detroit. You know how people from Detroit are. They're different. But anyway, just Google that, Matt. When we get off the show, would you eat beaver? I'll leave it at that. We got 7 games to break it all down. Let's say hello to some people in chat. Michael, as always, New York Steagle, Philly Phantom, Avery's in the house. Appreciate it. Small crew to join right now, but we're going to break it all down, all 7 of them. Matt, how was your weekend, man? We didn't talk about that. How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun?
Weekend was good, man. You know, family time over the weekend, so always fun. Chasing around the 2 little girls. So, yeah, we had fun over here. Weather's still nice. It's hot today. Yeah, we got a funky slate tonight, but one that should be fun to break down. How about you? How was your weekend? Always love doing these shows with you, so happy you're here on a Monday.
Yeah, no, happy to be here. My weekend was good. I messed around and got a triple-double Saturday morning. Was out there balling with the old men, so my knees are intact. That's good. But other than that, just laid low. Just only a couple more Sundays and Saturdays for that matter when there's football around. And so just laid low. We'll do that again. Going out to Vegas with the boys this weekend for the big guy event. So looking forward to seeing some of you and definitely some of the Ship It Nation members out there in Vegas. But yeah, always enjoy these shows. Hopefully we can be profitable again tonight.
Yeah, man, a bunch of good spots to talk about. Not great pitching, but almost burying the lead, not just going straight to the Dodgers because it's about as good of a spot as you could ask for, and they're looking to kind of get off the schneid. So, yeah, excited to break this one down with you. Smallish slate for a Monday, so the getting different angle.
Yeah, 7 games, smallish slate. Yeah, this Dodgers offense. Say what?
No, I would say getting different, means even more on a smaller slate. You're about to say this Dodgers offense hasn't been great. I'm sure.
Hasn't been
they just
great.
got done facing.
Yeah, Brewers pitchers.
Yeah, I mean, Miz and Henderson, so understandable.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, Miz was dominant. Your boy Reed Detmers was very hurtful over on the FanDuel streets for me on Saturday night with his FanDuel 67-piece 11K performance. What a great performance by him. And then yeah. So just looking at some stuff in the chat. Hey, Brand Joy. Yes, shoot me an email. I'll put my email in there. If you're not a member, I don't know how to send you the link. You can just send me an email. We'll communicate over there. Without further ado, if there's any rain or weather that we need to discuss, Matt, just bring it up because we're going to go game by game. First game up on the slate, as you see there on the screen. I'm going to get to it now. Is going to be the Tigers, fresh off their series with Chicago, headed in to Pittsburgh to take on these Pirates. You got Framber Valdez on the bump. Good little lefty there. Pirates, I don't know how the deal gets lefties, but talk me through this one. Tigers in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think that, man, as far as like just pitching goes on this slate, it leaves a lot to be desired. So I personally think Framber Valdez is wildly in play. I mean, inconsistent for sure, but you look at this lineup Pittsburgh's rolling out right now. I don't know if their official lineup is out yet, but what we saw yesterday against a lefty in Sandoval was not it. Now they add O'Neal Cruz back to their lineup, and he's awesome. But a lefty here against Valdez, yeah. I mean, we know that Valdez, man, like I'm not a fan in real life. He's frustrating the roster. He's a head case. He gets in his own head. When it starts to go bad for him, it unravels quickly. But he's still more talented than a $7,500 pitcher, especially in this spot. So, yeah, on a slate where I like expensive bats, and I don't really love the top-tier pitching, like I'm not spending close to 10K on McLean against the Padres offense that's on fire when he's going to be popular. Give me a Valdez at a much cheaper tag on a slate where I think bats win it. So Valdez, honestly, right now might be my favorite pitcher on the slate, considering his price tag, ownership, and just how this slate breaks down. I also think you can use Detroit bats against Mlodzinski in this Pirates bullpen. Mlodzinski started the season okay, then missed a bunch of time. Now he's back in our lives and hasn't been good. Detroit just got swept by Chicago. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and just lay a beat down on Pittsburgh here. I don't know if I want to plant my flag there, but they're in play for me. If I were playing enough lineups, I'd get to Detroit. I'm not interested in the Pirates against Valdez, really. Even if he's off, it's more like putting guys on base by walks, and it's just I don't know if they're going to be the stack that wins the slate. So it's all about the Tigers for me on this one.
Yeah, no O'Neal Cruz Jr. I do see their confirmed lineup is in. No O'Neal Cruz. No O'Neal Cruz there for them. The Pirates and then the Tigers are in play. What if we get the old what's his face? I mean, Framber's been bad, as you alluded to, but you like him just based on price, matchup, ballpark. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's not been good, but it's more like he's been inconsistent. He's got some good starts in there.
Yeah.
So I'm just playing on the matchup.
He had 21 plus in two of his last three. Last outing was pretty bad. So, yeah.
I'm not confident in him really, but I like the tag. I like the I mean, look at this Pittsburgh lineup.
It's
Triolo leading off stinks. Valdez has been good, but he's come down a bunch since a massive start. Reynolds is good. Gonzalez is okay. He's solid. Brandon Lau is good, but lefty. Flores Jr. hitting 6th. Mangum 7th. York and I mean, this lineup stinks.
Yeah, I'd love to see O'Neal Cruz and his 3Ks in there. That would help let lefty for sure. First game back.
True.
Just looking popularity. Framber, we have about 30%, so he is going to be owned. But anyway, we'll move on to the next game. Diamondbacks, fresh off their series win versus the Braves, now get to go to Fenway to take on Brian Bayo. I'm assuming he's just a long opener, or is he actually starting the game? No, he's a long reliever. Yeah, so you have Bayo slated to come in. He's been a lot better coming out of the bullpen in this PLR role. But talk to me a little bit about this game. Got the Snakes versus the Red Sox. Break it down for me.
I might be in on Bayo here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I talked about this a while ago, a couple months ago, when Bayo, before he got sent to the minors, had been atrocious starting, but really good in long relief. And there was an appearance where he came out of long relief early on where he was really good. And that trend has continued. I don't think he's some fantastic arm, and I think there's a lot of noise in that starter, that opener, long relief thing. But the numbers are the numbers. He's been comfortable in that role this year. And he's cheap on a slate. I don't like pitching. In Arizona, yeah, they're not a lineup I usually want to target against because I like their offense. But they're not great against right-handed pitching. And they don't strike out a ton, but Bayo's 6,800. So if he's clean here, I'm fine with it. I don't think pitching wins this slate. I just want my starters to not get rocked. And I think Bayo is solid here. So, yeah, I mean, again, it could blow up in my face. It's Bayo against Arizona. Arizona in Boston, hitters upgrade for them. But, man, on a slate where, I just don't like the top-tier pitching, you could maybe sell me on a couple guys. I'm interested in Bayo. Not, definitely going to use him, but I'm interested. You there?
Yes, it would help if I came off mute, but Red Sox bats, you didn't mention them at all.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to get my Bayo piece out there. Red Sox bats in play here. Mitch Bratt is nothing special. Jahmai Jones was leading off for them. He got scratched, and now it's Sogard back up top. I liked the Red Sox a lot yesterday. They were very, very hurtful. I kind of like Ceddanne Rafaela again. We know he's got upside. I don't know if I want to prioritize the Red Sox, but I like them here.
Red Sox versus the Tigers.
Give me the Park, so give me the Red Sox.
Give him the Red Sox. Okay, next game up on the slate should be an interesting. Padres just went into your backyard and got busy all weekend. Now they get to take on Nolan McLean, top price pitcher on the slate. You said it's not going to be very nice paying $9,800 for Nolan McLean against this team who we talked about on Friday, Matt. Padres been red hot and proved that again all weekend long. Now they take on Nolan McLean. Walker Buehler, former Vanderbilt great, kind of been up and down this season, I would say. This Mets team, I had some Mets yesterday. They did okay against the Nats. Francisco Lindor was very popular. He looks nice tonight. But talk to me through this game. San Diego at New York. You're on mute if you're talking.
Yeah, my bad. I like McLean in general. He's got a good arm. I like his stuff. And I think he's, outside of Snell, those two guys are the top pitchers on this slate as far as overall talent goes. But, man, I don't know. This Padres offense has been arguably the best offense in baseball, the best offense in baseball in a bunch of categories for the past couple months. I mean, number one in WOBA. Like, this team is just raking. They just got to all the Cleveland starters in the pen. They destroyed Gavin Williams. I get using McLean here because he's really good. And if he's got his good stuff, like good pitching most often beats good hitting, but you're paying for it. Ownership's going to kind of be there. I'm likely out on McLean here. He's just too expensive for me. I don't think I want to stack the Padres against him. Not a great park. Certainly an upgraded park for them as far as their home, ballpark to here. But stacking against McLean here, he's not going to be that highly owned. I'm probably out. Buehler versus the Mets. I could see both sides.
Yeah, three-pronger.
Kind of a three-pronger just because it's a small slate. I really don't like either side. Buehler's cheap enough on a slate where I don't like pitching, where I don't think it's crazy. And the Mets, who have been decent lately, Buehler's not a pitcher we're ever afraid to pick on. So I kind of get both sides of that one.
Yeah, I made the mistake, didn't listen to my boy Matt, and played some Gavin Williams because I thought he wouldn't be highly owned because we had such a loaded pitching slate. But man, it was good for 3 innings. And the next 3 innings, they got 6 runs or something like that against him. But they beat him up pretty good, Matt. I was surprised to see that, obviously.
Yeah, he wasn't even getting any Ks either at first. Like the Padres are just seeing the ball well right now. It's really tough to want to use pitching against them. And if it were like, I'm trying to think about who I would use in this spot against them at 9,800. If it were Zach Wheeler or Chris Sale, I'd be okay with it. But no, McLean's is not that guy for me yet.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next game on the slate. It is going to be the Athletics and Mason Barnett going into Coors Field 2.0, which is not Coors Field 2.0 anymore. It feels like this Royals team, I feel like they're going to get some ownership. I think they may be number 2, if I'm not mistaken, run total over 5. Some postman named Mason Barnett on the bump. Talk to me through this game. Athletics versus Michael Wacha, one of your most favorite pitchers.
I think this game is all about the bats here for sure. I mean, you got Mason Barnett, who's not good, going into this ballpark where it should be offensive minded here. Not quite like Sacramento, but still a good spot for offenses. I guess on this slate you could use Wacha. The A's offense is bad enough, and he's a good enough real-life pitcher where I'm fine with it here. He just doesn't have the K upside, and I kind of like the A's offense against him. So for me, this one's going to be all about the bats. KC, I think, looks like one of the best stacks on the board outside of the Dodgers. You get a couple key cogs in their lineup back tonight in Maikel Garcia and Vinny P. So just much deeper here. and you're facing a bad bullpen, a bad starter, a lot to like about KC. If you're not going with the Dodgers, who will obviously be the highest owned team, I think KC looks really good as an alternative. And then, man, if you want to really get low owns, the A's against Waka, who can get got. And I kind of like the top of this A's lineup. They're missing guys, obviously. I mean, missing their 3 top hitters probably. Soderstrom, Kurtz, Langoliers. But up top, it doesn't look that awful. You get a cheat. Jeff McNeil, Lawrence Butler's up there. Zach Geloff has been good. These guys aren't going to be owned. So I like the ownership angle of the A's on paper. I think the Royals look obviously better, but I think that outside of the Dodgers, probably the 2 highest owned teams are the Royals and Braves. So you're not like sneaking up on anyone playing them.
Man, there aren't many days that go by in the MLB season that you don't like this A's lineup. You love the A's. But, man, they're so
I don't know
bad.
why that is either. You're right. I do.
I learned this last Friday. Number 1 means the best. So I'm going to say that I thought he was asking the question. Michael says he would rather take Buehler than Framber. I thought he was asking a question. But I'm with Matt on this one that I got Framber over. I just remember Walker Buehler just being so terrible like the last 2 or 3 years. I don't think he's been as terrible this year, but, man, I'm not playing him. I'm not playing Waka either, who can't strike anybody out. Just my take.
I get it. Makes sense.
Next up on the slate, got the Braves heading into the Twin City to take on Bailey Ober and Martin Perez. Matt, interested your take on Martin. Martin's been pretty doggone good the last couple weeks. Now he gets to go to Minnesota, who we don't mind picking on him. I don't like Martin Perez just because he's another guy that's not going to wow you with Ks, but he's been uber consistent over the last, I would say, month or so. $7,300. Talk to me about this game. Braves, 27 outs, taking on the Twins.
Yeah, I don't really like the pitching here, even despite Martin Perez's success recently. I'm just not a buyer. I'm not buying what he's selling here. He's a better real life pitcher than DFS pitcher, so I understand not wanting to stack against him, but I think you can do better as far as pitchers go on this slate. That said, it's a bad enough pitching slate where there's no pitcher you could use tonight that I think is crazy outside of Sagano. So yeah. As far as bats go here, the Braves look good against Ober. Ober's been much better at home, but it's a Braves offense going on the road here, 9 at bats. Ober's not good. The Braves have been hurtful recently. They got there yesterday.
They've been bad.
Yeah, they stole some bags. Olsen got there, so maybe that's the start of things. Their offense is good enough where I never have a problem playing them. And while I think they get them and the Royals are the second and third highest owned teams, somewhere around there, they'll be significantly lower owned than the Dodgers. So you get that, and they're in a really good spot. No qualms at all with loading up on Atlanta in this spot.
What about weather concerns in PNC, which is Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken? I have not checked the weather. Maybe you have. Are you concerned about weather here in Pittsburgh?
Not really, no. Not from what I've looked. I haven't looked in the past hour, but prior to that, I was checking on it, and I'm not overly concerned as of right now. We'll see if that changes, though.
Yeah, obviously stay tuned throughout. That stuff can cut on a dime, so make sure you're checking that out, but no concerns as of right now. This Braves team, they were very hurtful all weekend long. I wouldn't play Yastrzemski. He's going to get pinch hit for at some point. Austin Riley, I feel like, and I haven't looked specifically. I feel like he's been swinging a hotter bat, though. Maybe I'm wrong in saying that, but I just feel like he's been swinging a hot bat. So don't hate him, righty down there in the 8-hole. All right, this is what I want to talk about. This is what Matt the Weatherman. We got a new title for Belman, Matt the Weatherman.
Never.
When the Weatherman goes out of town and his DFS goes into shambles. All right, I always give Matt a hard time. I can't get out of my head that the White Sox stink against lefties. Now we've got the Now we got the White Sox taking on Shota. It's the Subway Series. Maybe AJ Persninsky will be punching people out again. Michael Barrett, I think that's his name anyway. That was a great one. I know you remember that, Matt. But talk to me about this game. Southsiders heading into Wrigley. Got Luis Castillo fresh off his freaking gym that just shoves it right in you if you were fading him with the Reds. Taking on Shota Imanaga and this Cubby Bear team. PCA leading off.
Kind of shows you how bad Davis Martin is right now, huh? Like, because everyone gets the Reds. You know what I'm saying? Like, they stink. Quinn Matthews destroyed them today.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Starter for the Cardinals. That aside, I'm not playing Castillo here against the Cubs. I mean, I would much rather stack the Cubs against Castillo. You usually want lefties against Castillo. Obviously, a lot of the good hitters on the Cubs are right-handed. Like, PCA is always an elite play, but man, like, outside of the ownership leverage you get, it's really hard to play him over the Braves, or not the Braves guys, the Dodgers guys, who are all uber pricey. So decisions galore on this slate. PCA is going to be low owned, and him at low ownership, it's interesting because Castillo is not very good in my opinion, despite his dominant effort last time out, which is an outlier. The White Sox are hot. They swept Detroit. They're cruising in the AL Central, which is sad but true. They're not as good against lefties. I think this is a definite, you could play Shota here, but on this slate, I also think you could stack the White Sox against him. Less excited about them, but they got enough power to win any slate. Shota's going to be owned. So in large field GPPs, I think the White Sox are in play, but in like smaller field cash stuff, I think Shota is at the top of the list.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me the Cubs are going to be low owned? People are scared of Luis Castillo? That's a mistake.
I don't think it's people are afraid of Castillo. I just think it's that, I mean, okay, when you put it like that, my only response would be like, is Castillo worse than Bailey Ober?
Yes.
No, he's not.
I'm going to, Ham's hot take of the day, the Cubs score more runs than the Dodgers. They score more runs than anybody on the slate.
Okay. I mean, I feel like there's just a lot of, I don't even
Luis Castillo, a month ago, we were running to the ticket window to stack against him.
Yeah, but so we were also running to the table to stack against Sagano, who's way worse than Castillo. Bailey Ober,
terrible.
Mason Barnett.
He's terrible and in Coors, so I get it.
You know what I mean? Like Mason Barnett, he stinks. Mitch Pratt, he's not good. Modzinski, he stinks. So it's not that I think people don't want to pick on Castillo. It's not like Castillo's getting used. You're right, but it's not like Castillo's getting used here. I just think it's I don't know. And honestly, like maybe I've been a victim of this or at fault to this. Like Castillo's not good, but I don't know if he's like a complete gas can. Maybe he is. Maybe that last start is messing with my head. I get the Cubs here. Like, I think they're really low owned. They're really expensive, and they're not in Coors, and they're facing a much better pitcher than Sagano.
I'm about to print with some Cubs and White Sox. What about the White Sox versus a lefty? I missed that if you've already said it. Can we play these White Sox tonight?
You can, because they're good enough to get to anyone, but I like the Shota side more.
I mean, Grichuk's got to get his early.
Right. They got pinch hit risk throughout also.
Yeah, Doyle. Yeah. My boy's not even in the lineup. Lefty, Colson. They don't trust
so
Colson.
They got even more pinch hit risk. You know what I mean? With guys like that out.
Yeah. Double Dong Maydroth leading off, though. He's in there for show.
Certainly in play.
Oh, you know who's a walking – I know you're going to know this because we're talking – like Murakami is a walking strikeout. That guy Ks more than anybody, and if he doesn't K, he hits a bomb.
Yeah, he Ks a lot. I mean, he'll K tonight, but he'll probably also
he'll K at least twice tonight.
Yeah, you know who else Ks a lot is Ellie De La Cruz.
He's
Man, I don't know. I don't even know what was so funny about that, but
yeah, Oh man, Matt the Weatherman. We got a new nickname for you. That's
Okay,
legendary.
Nah, that's not
Wind blowing out 20 miles an hour. I'm just kidding.
That's not sticking. I'm not even going to respond to that.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Last game up on the slate. One that everybody wants to talk about. We got the Dodgers heading into Coors. Some guy named Tomo Sugano on the bump, and he's got a lot of shark blood red down there in his next to his name, which is not very good. And you got this potent or former potent offense in the Dodgers: Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Andy Pajes, Max Muncy, the corpse of Mookie Betts, the corpse of Kyle Tucker. The list goes on and on. Taking on this Rockies team. Blake Snell is going to be super popular on the slate. He's got a ton of K upside, but talk to me through this one. Dodgers in Colorado taking on the Rockies.
I mean, as far as like top stacks go, this is about as big of a gap as you'll find as far as the best stack to the second best on the slate. Sagano is awful. The Dodgers are amazing. And the only reason you wouldn't want to play them is because of ownership. But, man, they're so expensive. Like, how owned are they going to be as a full stack? Because they are uber pricey all over. I kind of think that limits their ownership as like a full 5-man stack here, and that interests me. So, Sagano's bad. He's on a decent stretch right now, but he's got one of the smallest, what's the phrasing I'm looking for? Margins for error out in baseball. Because he doesn't throw hard. He needs to locate perfectly or he gets destroyed. We've seen it since he's been here from Japan. I mean, this was a guy kind of like Imai for Houston. When Sagano first came over and he was pitching for Baltimore, he just got lit up. And that has continued. So, I mean, you're not playing the Dodgers only because of ownership. And yeah, they haven't been great recently, but I like teams going from facing Mizorowski and Logan Henderson to Thomas Sugano. So, yeah, hard for me not to love the Dodgers. I mean, I know you said the Cubs outscore them, and a team might outscore them. Maybe it's the Cubs, but their lineup just dropped too. Yeah, I mean, I like
the Dodgers did.
Yeah, I like the Dodgers a lot here. What's not to like, really? And then Snell is tough for me because he's making his second start back. He was awesome in that first one. His K upside alone makes him really hard to get away from, but I feel like it's more risky than the field's giving it credit for being. And I don't know. I'm struggling with Snell here. Do you have a strong take there?
Oh, about 3 years ago, I made a commitment to myself never to roster a Dave Roberts managed pitcher again. But I'm getting tested tonight because I like Snell a lot, just like the next guy. But man, I hate Dave Roberts will pull him after 5 if they're up like 7-0 and he's thrown like 72 pitches. Just so tilting. I can't stand Dave Roberts, but I didn't give you an answer, but I love Snell. He did have 10 Ks in his first outing. Like you said, he's got that in his bag. But, I mean, who are you going to play outside? I mean, yeah, I guess Framber. I mean, I don't know another pitcher on here that I feel comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel comfortable with anyone but, like, Bayout. I don't know. I mean, it might just be Snell. It sounds like you more will lock in Snell as opposed to the Dodgers. And I more will lock in the Dodgers as opposed to Snell, personally.
I can't believe Shohei's 7K too. That's kind of ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous at all. I
mean, it's not ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous that it's that high. I mean, in terms of like, that's just super high.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's just like it's crazy to see because it's hard
it's
to
an
build.
outlier. Yeah.
And like their whole lineup is like 5K. Like it's expensive to stack them. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, you have to get down there in the 7, 8, 9 stuff. All right. 3 teams. How many Dodger stacks you having?
At least one. Like at least
yeah.
5.
I thought you were going to say 3.
Nah. I mean, if I'm playing 3, probably 2.
And then on the third one, you'd have a 5-man Cubs, 3-man Dodgers. I got it.
No, I'd probably fade the Dodgers. I mean, maybe a one-off, but, I would go with either like the Red Sox, the Royals. There's other good teams on this slate. Like, I would still take the field over the Dodgers, but it's not good enough. You know what I mean? It's just not, because you got to get the team if you're going to take the field. So good luck doing that. Maybe it's the Cubs. You feel strongly about the Cubs. If there was another team I felt real strongly about, I might be more interested in getting away from the Dodgers. I like KC, but man, like, I don't know, bro. Like, they stink. Honestly, they just do.
All right, so let's rank your top 3 stacks. And I'm going to, out of these, Cubs, Braves, Royals. Those would be 2, and we'll throw the Red Sox in there. Give me your top 3.
Go. Man. We'll go Braves, Cubs, Royals. We'll go Braves, Red Sox, Cubs, Royals. But they're all close. Like, the Royals have the best matchup, and they got 2 guys back. Also, another problem with the Royals is you got catcher leading off, a catcher first base hitting 6th, and 2 first base only hitting 3rd and 5th. So it's kind of hard to stack that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard.
Yeah, they're brutal. Yeah.
Like, you can get there, and I like the Royals here, but, like, I don't really want to have to choose between Caglione and Vinny P. Like, I want to play them both.
Nah, just don't play Vinny P, man. First game back, that guy stinks.
He's not having a good year. I'll give you that.
All right. 3 worst pitchers on the slate, not named Seguno.
I like that question. 3 worst pitchers. Oof.
And I agree with Go Club. OKC's gross. Anyway, sorry.
Probably Bailey Ober.
As the worst or 3rd worst?
We'll go worse for him, because he's like not even that cheap, and I hate the matchup.
All right.
We'll go Luis Castillo as the 2nd worst.
Wow.
He's way too expensive. And then we'll go, but you can't play Mason Barnett, so we'll go him also.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of guys that stink on this.
Yeah, it's a bad pitching night. Like
those guys aren't even like worse than like Mitch Bratt, and like that's why there's no like worse pitchers, because any of them, like even Sagano is awful. But if you're not playing the Dodgers here and you like expensive other stacks, Sagano at 5,500, he's coming off a good start. You could do worse.
You asked specifically versus Shota. I think Mydroth has a better chance of a home run tonight just because he's going to play longer. But if it's off Shota specifically, I think Grichuk's probably a better choice. But that's just my take.
Definitely.
I don't think anybody's playing
the
White Sox.
I think just in general, no one's playing the White Sox here.
Yeah.
No. They're super expensive and against a good pitcher on the slate with good bats.
They're not playing Murakami, lefty.
Murakami's going to be like 2% owned.
Yeah.
Vargas will be like 5% owned because it's a good matchup. He's super pricey, and it's just not a stack people are going to get to.
I had 2 questions left. First question, Dodgers versus the field and most runs on the slate.
Give me the field, but again, like we said, that's not good enough.
Yeah. All right. And the last one, my favorite portion of the show, your home run call of the day.
I feel like I can't use the Dodgers because it just wouldn't be right. Give me Ceddanne Rafaela. Guy called out earlier in the show. I think he goes yard tonight.
Ceddanne.
I also like Lawrence Butler. That's 2.
Oh, Lawrence.
Maybe I just stack the A's here and say, fuck it. Sorry for my language.
This is a kid-friendly show.
I also think I used Waka recently with like talking to you about some stuff. I can't remember.
I want to say used him last Friday, but that wouldn't have been right. Lugo, okay.
He was awful.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder.
But you know who wasn't that bad yesterday? Elder.
Yeah, you called that one.
So like righties can be okay against Arizona. That's what's kind of got me thinking about Bayo. Oh, God. What now? It's not even funny. You get going.
That's
It's not even funny. No.
Oh man, wind is blowing in hard. Oh, on that note, go collect. That was a good way to end this show. For my guy, Matt, the weatherman, I'm Ham. We will not see you this Friday. I will not see you this Friday. I'll be heading out to Vegas with the boys. Hopefully, see you out there as well for the big guy up there in the sky event. Can't wait to see all you folks out there as well. Good luck tonight in those contests. It should be a great slate. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you. I'll see you a week from Friday. Matt will be back possibly tomorrow, and I think on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, Matt. Yep. Good luck in those contests. We'll see you at the top of the leaderboards. Just ship it.